Two cousins taking different life paths discuss the highs and lows of being in your 30s, and nothing is off limits. This is Life in Your 30s. This is 30 Old, 30 Young.
Hello, and welcome back to Season 3, Episode 2 of 30 Old, 30 Young. You heard last week all about Charlotte's resolutions and the way she's doing it, but I'm doing things a little bit differently, and that's what we're going to get into this episode. Ooh. As well as some announcements, I guess. Some big announcements. Okay, I won't overhype it, they're not that big, but they're pretty cool announcements that we're going to make near the end. So if you stick around...
I mean, I'm sticking around. Because I have no idea. I'm joking. I'm thinking like that.
Okay. Stick around and, you'll hear them. So, yeah, I am taking on the New Year's resolution a little bit differently to you.
Go on then.
So, I'm doing little ones. I'm doing loads of little ones that I think are going to then amount to big things.
Big things, yeah.
So, and it's kind of like... We're tired, right? We're 30 and we're tired. We're in our 30s and we're tired. That's my whole thing about this. So if I start to go, well, I want to do this thing that's going to take a huge amount of time away from me, family, and all that lot, I'm just going to give up by, like we said last episode, February is going to be a long shot for me. I'm going to be giving up by mid-Jan.
Yeah.
By the time this episode goes out, I will have given up, right?
Okay.
Not on the podcast, on whatever like huge thing. Because I always have at the start of every year, it's always to run a marathon. That is always the
Really?
I think since Run Fat Boy Run came out, every fatty loves to think they could run a marathon.
I mean,
you know, and I could, but it would just take me a long fucking time, you know?
Do you do that because it's a thing that people do?
I think I do it because
you actually want to do it?
I don't think I want...
Well, you do want to do it because you've not done it.
Exactly. I think I partly want to do it because if
you don't, because you've not committed to it.
No, but you've let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
I partly want to do it because I want to go and do the Paris one, the Berlin one. But then I've thought it's easy just to go there on holiday.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, you can. It turns out crazy. You can just go there on holiday. You don't have to go run around the city.
Yeah, I didn't have to have an excuse.
Because I do want to do that. I want to do the Vegas marathon, or do I just want to go to Vegas?
I just want to go to Vegas and record a pod, don't you?
I think I just want to go to Vegas and record a podcast, which is like a marathon, isn't it? So that is I'm going to do loads of little ones that I think are going to make a big difference as the years go on. Years as well. I think this is going to be long lasting. So, first one is a nice, easy one, and this is my fault that doesn't happen already as often as it should. Is I want to. It sounds so. I sound like such a tramp.
What?
I want to eat at the dining room table more.
Okay.
Because I'm a little bit of a messy boy.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when I come home from football or this or work or whatever, I've always got a bag that's got stuff in it, and I'll put it on the dining room table, and I'll be like, I'll get to that later, and then put the kids down and forget about it, do something else. Yeah. And so the dining room table, as the week goes on, it's kind of our like catch-all. Yeah. So it stops us from like going there when we have a meal or something like that. And sometimes I even find myself, I'll be stood up in the kitchen eating a steak. You know, I'll just eat at the counter while watching a YouTube video. I'm like, what am I doing? You know?
Oh. I couldn't think of anything worse. I can't believe you stand up in the kitchen and eat dinner.
I'm always on my grind, mate. That is, and that with that comes eating. So having the kids eat at the dining room table, because a lot of time when we have a proper sit down meal, we're out.
Yeah. And
so I'd like to have a sit down meal like, at home more.
Yeah, I think that's nice.
Yeah.
Even if you just do it at the weekend or Saturday morning.
That's it. Like put it together. Like we will do it. Like and we'll sit there, but it'll always be like. We're down one end of the table and it's got like a load of stuff that we've got to get to once the kids go down for a nap and stuff like that. That just keeps getting put off. And full disclosure, is my job, and I should be doing it. And
so how are you going to make sure you do it then?
I'm going to put my stuff away. I'm going to be tidier.
I'm going to be checking in with you on this, you know.
Okay, you're going to be looking through our dining room window, be like,
I'm just like, did you have dinner last night at the table?
Yeah, well,
I won't let you forget it come March.
Yeah, well, that's it. And I mean, I've thrown it off obviously with my fasting over the years, where I wouldn't eat at night. I wouldn't eat past 5 o'clock.
Oh my God.
So, and I say that, I wouldn't eat past 5 o'clock. I wouldn't have a meal past 5 o'clock, but then I'd end up snacking at 11. So yeah, that's number one. That's the one thing I want to do, because I genuinely think that will create like a the kids will get used to it and they'll like it at first and then eventually grow to hate it. Sure, because they'll be teenagers.
It's like whenever I go down to my grandparents, every morning, every dinner, we're always at the table.
It's lovely.
Yeah, even for breakfast, we're all there. We've got like cereal, toast, cup of tea, chatting.
Yeah. And then following on from that, and it's kind of like a more of an engagement thing, is I'm just going to put my phone away more. I'm on my phone too much. And like the kids are there and they're only this age once. And it should never come to the point where, and you see, and it's happened where Bryn's like trying to get my attention. I'm just like, oh, just 1 sec, I got to see this or something like that. And you see it in public all the time where people will be on their phone and, you know, they were like, what do you want? You know, they'll have a go at their kids because their kids are just trying to get their attention, but they're facing their phone. And I never want to be that. And you just worry that it does get to that. You just on your phone. You're just like, what are you talking about? What are you doing?
I literally do that to Maisie all the time, and I think to myself, Charlotte, come on.
She's a dog. She doesn't know what you're doing.
She just wants.
She's like, why is she staring in one place?
Sometimes when you've got stuff to get done, it's just like you've got to be on it.
Well, different story. If like I'm.
Just scrolling.
If I'm just scrolling or I'm playing annoyingly Candy Crush, I've got to. Why has that come back into my life?
Because it probably calms you down. It's probably that bit where you can just have a bit of calm and you just chill. You can relax.
Yeah,
that's probably why you do it.
But then all it does is put off doing stuff, and then I end up thinking I probably should clear the bags off the dining room table. You know, rather than playing fucking Candy Crush. So no, less phones. I want to bring that screen time right down. Yeah. And what I did have for a while on my old phone, I had limits. You can put limits on your apps.
Yes.
And so what I did was it used to pop up. If I spent 15 minutes on Instagram, it'll pop up and be like, that's 15. Yeah. Because you don't realise it's mad how quickly that pops up.
Oh my God.
And you can go, and you sound like a crackhead.
You can get rid of it.
No, you sound like a crackhead because it goes like 15 more minutes, or it just goes, just 1 more minute, or something like that. It says just 1 more minute. So you sound like, please, mate, just 1 more minute of Instagram, please. Please.
It's a trap, isn't it? Like literally all day, every day, I'm constantly on my computer screen, then I'm in my phone. It's just like, oh.
Yeah, what is it? You go like,
it's just too much.
I want to leave my little screen at work so I can go look at my even smaller screen whilst I watch my big screen.
Honestly, I do.
That's it.
I spend too much time on it, but it's hard when it's
get square eyes, mate. Well, yeah, you get square eyes.
Yeah.
But the thing is that is I just want to if I put the screen time down, and what I'll do, because you can set it so when the time limit comes up, there's a passcode, and you have to type in that passcode to then be able to watch Instagram again, look at Instagram again, right? So if I tell Brie, can you make up a passcode?
That's good.
I then can't just type in the passcode and be like, I'll have 15 more minutes, thank you. So if I do that, and it sounds bad that I have to have someone do that, but I realise Instagram now is obviously it's more designed. Everything is more designed for keep scrolling. It keeps refreshing. I don't see any posts really of people I know. I think I just need to have a complete thin out and just follow people I know, because all of it is just celebrity shite.
See, I don't follow. So I follow like motivational stuff, like quotes. I love a motivational quote.
You do love a quote, yeah.
Or just like
So you're like, this is reading actually. This isn't Instagram. It's basically a book. So it's like a little loophole. You're like, this is actually education.
No, but I do, I follow like business pages and stuff like that to see stats and all that kind
of
stuff.
I see stats.
Love the stats.
So that's an easy one. Put the phone down for a bit, But I say easy. It's one of those ones. It's a habit. You just pick up your phone all the time. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
It's so easy.
It's happening because now I've started wearing a watch. I'm showing everyone. I've started wearing a watch. I'm not wearing my Apple Watch, right? If I get a text in my pocket, I look at my watch. Because that's what used to happen. Like you go,
oh gosh.
So I've now got to get out of the habit of being like, oh, what?
Yeah. That's a really good idea. That's actually quite a bad thing with like these smartwatches.
I should have said it in the Patreon episode. I'm binning off. Leave smartwatches in 2024.
Yeah.
Can't be bothered. It's constant. Because even when you're away from your phone, it gets you. Oh, I could leave my phone in the bedroom and I'm across the house doing something, and then suddenly you get like a bing bong. Oh shit! I've got to go reply to that, and you go back upstairs and stop what you're doing, like emptying your bags off the dining room table. It's a nightmare. So I'm gonna. That's another thing, and then I'm gonna read a book.
I love reading books. Honestly, it just transports you to another place.
I mean, fully gonna read all the way through. I'm gonna read it all the way through, and it's I've got to, because there's obviously whenever you enjoy it, I like an audio book, but I want to read it. I want to sit down and read a book.
What do you take in more, when you listen or visually?
Well, the thing is, like, I think it's Neil Gaiman said, for thousands of years, stories have been audiobooks because stories have just been told from person to person to person. You used to listen to stories. It's only been in the last 300, 400 years that we've written them down.
Yeah.
Probably longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, in the span of humanity, we've only been reading for a little bit. So listening to a book is absolutely fine. However, I just want to have if I am going to have some downtime, I want it to be away from a screen, just carrying on with the lack of screen thing.
I do agree. It's like, the other night, I think it was about 11:30, I was like, right, Jake, I'm going to switch off now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got my book out and I read.
And I was a sleeper.
I know. I was literally got my book out and I couldn't put it down.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, because I just needed time just to just not be focused on something, of just enjoying just quiet time. I really enjoyed it. I'm obsessed with the book.
Oh, that's nice. So yeah, that's why I need to find a book, because I've listened to books and I've got, at the end of it, as you know, I've really enjoyed it, and I thought I probably could and should have just read that and sat down and read it and really thumbed over the pages and really just got into it, but I just haven't. I've tried and I've just fallen asleep after about 5 minutes, and that's really bad, because that's obviously my attention deficit from being on TikTok and Instagram and all that lot is now spilling into.
Yeah, but you might not be interested in the book.
No, but
because you find a book,
I'm not gonna lie. I could get a page in. I could be snoring. But what I need to get is a lamp.
That's mad. Well, you actually fall asleep reading a book.
I could fall asleep reading a book very quickly.
I've never been able to do that. That's amazing.
So what I need to get is a lamp.
Did you literally fall asleep?
I could fall asleep so quickly.
Gosh.
So I'd be out like a light. So what I need to get is a lamp, because best place I could think about reading it is because I stay up a little bit later than Brie. I'm a little bit more. I'm quite slow to go to bed. I'll be in the bed, but I'll be scrolling or whatever. Yeah. I just need to get a little lamp next to my bed, and just instead of scrolling, just read it. Just have a little bit of a read.
Absolutely.
And do that. And I think that's a very easy thing. And I'm setting myself a target of one book.
What?
For the year. Just one book, because I'm hoping it's going to snowball, because I'm going to just read that book. But what I know will happen is December 30th will knock about and I'll be like, shit. As I frantically reading it up, being like, I will complete this one. Gosh. So I need to not put it off. I need to first, I haven't started yet, which isn't a good sign, but I have a book that I want to read and it's there.
What does Man v Fat mean to you?
Lose weight and enjoy a game of football.
Mental health, camaraderie.
Friends, football, fat loss.
Reverse my diabetes.
Big, sweaty, fun.
Life-changing football.
Better and healthy lifestyle.
Good competitive sport.
Teamwork, banter and weight loss.
Create a winning mentality to lose fat.
Hard work, regime and football.
It means sustainable weight loss.
Don't let the boys down and don't let yourself down.
Man v Fat. Weigh, play, lose, win.
See that book you gave me then, the one I've still not read yet, which I will read one day.
Still rude, yeah.
No, but I will read it one day. But did you fall asleep reading that? Because I know you love that.
I love that book, and I listened to it, and then I did have the copy, and I took it. I was at the gym once, and I was sat. Brie was doing their class, and I was sat waiting. And I did get a bit like, However, it is also the worst part of the book that I was reading. So yeah, that's read a book, and I'm hoping it's going to start with read one book, and I'm going to go. That's a bit of all right. I like that, and it's going to snowball, and I've read 3 in a year. Crazy. So that is. What is that? My third one?
Yeah.
Less phones, reading books, eat at the dining room table, and then the most fun one. I think it's going to be a bit of you.
What?
I want to do more karaoke.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I don't think I've got a bad voice, and it doesn't matter anyway. It's karaoke. It's all about how you perform to the room rather than how good your voice is. If you put on a performance, that means a lot more than just having good pipes, right? And now with this weight loss, I got a bit more confidence about it. I feel like I don't have to have 10 pints to do it. And that's what it usually takes. Like I have to be absolutely off my nut.
How terrible I am.
You can just do this shit, can't you?
I remember being in London once, and I was at a piano bar,
and
it wasn't even karaoke. This guy's playing tunes on his piano, Can I come and sing Shallow with you in London, in Kensington?
How'd it go?
Everyone was like loving it. They're like, can you sing some more?
Were they loving it or were you drunk?
No, they were loving it. I've got on Instagram. Yeah, they were all like clapping, but everyone was drunk, so.
Okay, that's fine. And but
Yeah,
you're
I was
work
like,
if you're
you
working.
sound good with a drummer. It's like then when you listen to the video, like, oh my
Oh
god.
no! But if you're working the audience as well, because obviously there's karaoke where you see the person and like the grip is on the microphone and they're staring at the screen trying to, and then they mistime a bit of it, and then because what you got to do is they do karaoke, and you've really got to know that song, because if you get thrown off halfway through, you got to win that crowd back, because if you stumble, everyone goes, ooh.
Oh, can we do? Uncle David loves a bit of karaoke.
Oh, he loves
doesn't
it.
he?
Loves it. Yeah, he'll be all over it. He'll be like, "Do you want it now?"
Can we do it?
Yeah, I mean, where?
Karaoke. Well, Holly's back in soon, so
Yeah,
we'll
where
go out.
are we going? Where are we going?
I don't know.
We do Bustler. We do the box at Bustler. It'll just be us. We might as well just do it in the living room, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm all you got to know, and also if you got to have the chops for it, like, because there's songs that also go on for too long. Because I have a playlist. I have a playlist of songs I would sing at karaoke that I know
Was that the thing you
in. Oh yeah, so I can belt them. I know them in and out.
What's on the list?
I got Wagon Wheel.
Oh yeah.
You know, of course, I forget you're a big country girl, so you know Wagon Wheel. However, Wagon Wheel,
That's a hard song to sing.
at the end, it does go on. There is about a minute where they're just repeating it over and over again. And if people are sick of hearing you say Wagon Wheel over and over, they're going to be like, all right, okay, like, tie it all up. The one I sang on my stag, which I don't know if my friends were just being nice, was Beyond the Sea by Bobby Darin.
What's this going to sing?
No. No.
Come on. This is where you start.
No, it's not. But it's not what? My career. Yeah, so that was one I would lean into, because I think I could just put on a pretty decent accent. Because people say, like, they can't sing, or they, can you do an impression of someone singing?
Yes.
If you can do an impression of someone singing, you can sing, right? Yeah. So I can do a decent impression of Bobby Darin, and you will know the song, 100%. Play it.
Yeah. Oh,
everyone knows the song.
Can you sing this?
Huh? Yeah, I think I do a pretty decent effort, and however, it is graft. I fully understand it, you know when someone has like a one-hit wonder, or they have like their one big hit and they get sick of singing it. I get it, because there's songs on playlists where it'll come up and I'll be like, I don't have it in me tonight, and I'll skip past it.
You're driving home in your car.
I'm like, guys, not tonight. I've not got it. I've not got it in me. So yeah, so that's what I want to karaoke more. And with that that's like a
how are you going to do this?
Well, yeah, because I've got friends who don't fucking text back.
I mean, I can help you on this because I do love a bit of karaoke.
Yeah.
But how are you going to do it?
It's a subtitle to a bigger goal, and the bigger goal is to put myself out there more. So, and a way of doing it is because one of the main things I'm always afraid of doing new things is because of embarrassment, right? Yeah. That's why it took us like 4 months to release an episode of this, is because we didn't think it was quite there. I think we were worried that we would be embarrassed by what gets released, right? And we wanted to practice and we wanted to get better at it. But obviously that first episode or whatever, we're all sat round and we're talking into microphones, at first it's embarrassing, and then it becomes more natural and you become okay with it, and it just becomes like a natural thing. But you're always theoretically you have to break through that embarrassment barrier at first.
I do know what you mean, because
it's like with anything.
I was like that with how I looked. I used to care. Like, honestly, even taking something out to the bin. Like, if you ask my mum, she'll be like, "Charlie, you're just going out to the bin."
What, you'd have full face makeup?
Doesn't matter what shoes you've got on and what clothes you've got on. You're going out to the bin. Where now, you
never know who's going to be out there, though.
I couldn't care less. I look at me, I'm just rocking natural hair.
Oh, Christ, yeah, you really have gone the other way.
I've gone the other way completely.
Jesus. Yeah, wearing a Santa dress over our Christmas special. She's lost it. But yeah, no, it is that thing of like, you have to be fine, and it's something that I don't want the kids to have. I don't want them to be embarrassed to try new things because of embarrassment. Because if they want to try new things and they make a bit of a tit of themselves, that's absolutely fine.
I think you have.
No one cares.
You have been working on it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's since we've been doing the podcast, isn't it?
For sure.
You've been working on it quite a lot.
Like literally, if anyone goes to me like, oh, I've listened to the podcast, I go, oh, what? I go like, I get like a oh shit, and we're obviously not. It's not just some like we've got some alt-right podcast where it wasn't meant to be seen by them. It's literally friendly stuff that we're talking about, but it just gives me I just get like a ugh about it. Like, I don't know why, but it's just a part of me is just like, don't do that, stop it. But obviously that's the opposite of what you need from a podcast. So I need to get rid of that in me. I don't know what it is, because I think I'm overtly confident in some things and just completely underconfident in others. And there seems to be no middle ground. Like, I don't know what it is. It's strange because like I have no worries about like walking into a cold call customer potentially and just walking in and going in and facing rejection. Couldn't care less. Doesn't touch the sides. It's fine. It's whatever. But then the idea of someone listening to our podcast makes me like feel sick, and it's mental. That's crazy, and it's something I need to work on. And I genuinely think
you are for sure.
Yeah, and like, and it's stuff like eye contact and things like that. It's stuff I don't do. I don't make eye contact unless I'm in a cold call talking to a customer. I'll make contact with them. But then if I'm having a conversation with Brie, and I'm like,
I do see what you mean.
What am I doing?
Because communication, I've said to you, since I've started this podcast, I realise I really need to work on it. In a meeting, I can get my points across clear. I can win things. I can go in, do it. When it comes to talking about emotions and something really close to me, different story.
Oh, absolutely.
Things don't come out right to me.
Absolutely, and it's
with the podcast, there's a lot of stuff that you talk about that is very much about how you feel and emotive and stuff.
Yeah, and you put yourself in the spotlight for it because there's no real distraction from it. It is literally just us talking. So
I do get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I think like I say, I think the karaoke thing is going to be easy. But it's a small part of something much bigger that I need to work on. And so it's just a kind of like a baby step. And it's putting myself out there more. And
I think
the podcast's done it.
Back to Derby, because Holly loves a bit of karaoke.
She loves it, yeah.
We'll go out one evening.
And also, I don't want to force it. I don't want everyone to go. My friends, if you're listening, I don't want to think that if we're on a night out, they're going to be like, fucking, he's going to take us to karaoke.
Imagine.
If it naturally comes about, we happen to be in one of the many research bars that just happens to be playing karaoke the night we're going out. If it just happens to happen, fine.
Yeah.
I want to be in a position where if someone goes, oh, you want to fancy doing a song? I don't go, let me get a few more in me first.
Yeah.
Because that's just a bit like, I'm relying on drink. I don't need to.
Yeah.
Because I'm not terrible,
Yeah.
It's not, So that is it. That is my. They are my things. They are my 4 main targets. Was it 4?
Karaoke. Sit at the dining room table. Be on your phone less.
Yeah.
Was there another one?
Read a book.
Read a book.
Read a book. 4 manageable things. I think 4 manageable resolutions.
That's great. I think that's really.
But
good.
I think they're going to. Hopefully, the aim is that they
do a bigger picture.
Yeah, and that is. So I'm going like baby steps into bigger, like journey of 1,000. What is it? Journey of 1,000,000 steps starts with a single footstep or whatever.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. So
how are you gonna? Have you got anything in place to make sure you keep to these? Obviously, what's that quote? A goal without a plan is just a wish.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, what is it? The other phrase is, wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up quicker.
Yeah, which one? But anyway,
completely unrelated. My legs. So I think what I've got to do is, like you're going to do with your writing. I think I just need to set time aside or get more into a habit of being like, why is it 10:30 and I'm doom scrolling Instagram? Why am I not?
But sometimes it's
reading a book.
It is hard because sometimes you don't realise you're doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think that's the hard thing. Because sometimes I've literally, and I was saying this to one of my friends the other day, because when Maze is there, sometimes I'm thinking, oh shit, and then I go back to the point when I almost lost her and I thought she was going to die. And I was like, these are the times right now where I'm blessed, she's still alive, she's still here.
Yeah.
So the other day, I was on my phone, I was actually in podcast work, and she was sat, honestly, it nearly broke my heart. She was lying on the floor and she kept looking at me, and she had, the board that you left here, that she absolutely loves.
Yeah.
She just had it in front of her and she was lying on the floor looking at me. And she hadn't given her much attention for a couple of hours. And I was like, shit. And I put it down and played with her. But sometimes you don't realise what you're doing. So it is hard, but now you're more aware of it and you want to put a face
That's
on
it. I think I want to become more aware of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And not kind of float. because you can just get into that kind of like rhythm of like, I'm going to the toilet on my phone. Suddenly you're on the toilet for half hour. I'm going to go have a shower. I'm going to put on a YouTube video on the side. You're in the shower for 20 minutes. So you've lost 50 minutes of your day on a pee or a poo and a shower. Sometimes it's good, fine.
Yeah, sometimes I'm in the shower.
But set the limits. Music's fine because you can do. The thing is, you can always do stuff alongside music being on, right? Yeah. You can always clean the kitchen or whatever. Yeah. And I guess that also will be my 5th resolution. Oh. And it's kind of in the dining room one, tidying up dining room. I've got to be more tidy. Because with the tidiness will come like more organization, more like not spending time looking for stuff. Because oh my god, the hours I spend in a day looking for something that I literally just had, and I'm just like, why have I not got a place where this goes? Why is my key someday on the shoe thing, some days in the kitchen, someday I've left it in the upstairs bathroom, some days I've left it next to the toilet? You know, why has this happened?
Do you know what they're talking about? That one thing that I did do this year is got rid of loads of shit. Like I said with the TV box that I had in the understairs cupboard.
Just
got rid of it all, and I had such a declutter and a massive spring clean. And I feel like it's just starting my year. Like, God, I feel like I've got rid of all the crap.
Yeah.
Fresh house, cleaning, smelling nice. Feel good, start the year right.
And it's good too, because it's something I'm going to mention in the bonus episode is my big resolution. I want to go into it in the bonus episode.
Right, guys, I'm really sorry, but we might have to cut this short.
Yeah,
we want to get to the bonus. I want to hear this
because it's something it's about that, and it's something that I'm going to tackle. And it's going to be I'm going to do it in little sprints, but we'll talk about it in the bonus episode. So, thank you for joining us this week.
Thank you so much
for my resolutions. We will be putting some polls up on Instagram to see how yours are going. By the time this gets released, it will be mid-Jan, which I think was probably I know you said February, it all starts to go to shit, but mid-Jan is probably a time where people are like, I'm so bored of the gym right now. Send us a message. Let's see if we can give you any motivation to keep it going. And so we want to have a check-in with how your resolutions are going through these polls and through these Instagram messages, but we're also going to take it to the next step. And as part of our Patreon, joining the lowest level, you will be part of a WhatsApp group. And that WhatsApp group is to keep in touch with us and to, talk about your resolutions, send messages, send pictures through of you running up the side of a hill, send pictures in of you knitting your 3rd scarf of the year. Of all your different resolutions, like Charlotte and I have got different ones, we're going to send pictures through of me absolutely belting karaoke. It's going to be a way for us to all kind of back each other and support each other in these resolutions, or support each other in when someone says this resolution's just it's too much, I can't do it right now, and we talk about different ways we could attack the situation, and that's what we want to do.
Because the thing is, sometimes you can be going through the year and you might change. Sometimes you might be like, I actually don't want to do this anymore, but I want to do this. And it's okay to change as long as you keep checking in with yourself. And this is what our whole group's about. It's about building a community. And sometimes when you're as part of a group and you've got other people who are trying to strive to achieve what they want to do as well, that's what's going to work. That's what's going to keep you accountable for the resolutions that you've set. So this is why we thought we'll set it.
Yeah, and it's going to be a safe space. It's not going to be one of those ones where you put your resolution out there and you get roasted and, someone in the group is just going to make you feel like absolute crap. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a safe space where even if you've got loads of little resolutions like me and I post in the group that I've finally read my first book by April, there'll be support for it, hopefully. And that's what we're aiming for, is a safe space where us 30-year-olds or younger or older or wherever you're at,
we're in it together.
That's it.
Oh, thanks everyone for listening, and we will catch you next week.
Ciao, 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 ciao.
Ciao.
Thanks for listening. We know time is precious, and we thank you for yours. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.